From soil to soil. We were born in the soil, lived by eating from the soil, and merged back into the soil again. According to this principle, no living being in nature is independent. One living being becomes food for another. No matter how great a human is, they are only a small part of nature. The biological cycle soil is the foundation for every living being in this creation. Just as a worm born from the soil returns to the soil, a human who grew by consuming all living beings eventually turns into soil and becomes the reason for new life to be born. This is an infinite cycle. The food chain. Looking at this sequence from a biological perspective, the principle of life appears as one living by eating another. Soil, the basis of birth. Small worm, born from the soil, it grows by eating substances in the soil. Large worm, lives by taking small worms as food. Frog, hunts and eats insects or those large worms. Snake, satisfies its hunger by taking the frog as food. Eagle, the eagle flying in the sky catches and eats the snake to survive. Humans turn birds or other animals into their food. Return to soil. The most crucial aspect of this principle is, the human body, which grew by eating so many beings, returns to the soil after death. There, it decomposes and becomes food for microorganisms and worms. This means the journey returns exactly to where it began, the soil. The spiritual lesson. This cycle of nature teaches us a great truth of life. Discarding ego. There is no place here for the ego of I. The food we eat is the life of some being. Tomorrow, we too are going to become food for another being, worms. Humanity. Leave ego behind and love nature. If possible, do good to others. Otherwise, do not intend or cause harm to anyone. Prayer. One must learn to live with humanity. Then, you should pray to God for you, not for others. This is not just a food chain. It is a spiritual lesson that teaches humility toward life and satisfaction. True spirituality is found in loving nature and practicing humanity, doing good for others when possible and, at the very least, causing no harm. By understanding that we are but a small part of this grand design, we learn to live with compassion and pray for the peace of our own souls and the world around us.